Hello, it's time for another Scraplift Crafternoon. This week we are scrap lifting Victoria Marie Designs. I will have her Instagram and YouTube channels linked below in my description, as well as a collaborative playlist that you can click on to see everybody who's hopping along with us this week. This layout is just beautiful. She used some really pretty Felicity Jane papers and embellishments and stuff to create this lovely layout. So let's see what I come up with. So I'm also going to be using some Felicity Jane papers. I bought a few of their collections on sale a few years ago. I've never used them, I've never dug into them at all, and so I thought this was a great time to go ahead and do so. This is their collection, Sarah. So I'm going to go ahead and trim down my papers. I believe the polka dotted paper I trimmed down to 8.5 by 12, and then the blue gingham I cut 1.5 by 12 inch strips instead of using it to mat the polka dot. I don't have any of the Felicity Jane embellishments. I only purchased the paper collections. This final piece of pattern paper is going to be the piece that I chose for my background. I chose the text side. You'll see that I have some tiny letters on the right hand side of my mat, and those are going to be used for part of my title. I'm going to go ahead and start adhering the layers of my pattern paper. The 1.5 by 12 inch strips I'm just gonna kind of tuck underneath the edge of the dotted paper because, like I said, I didn't want to use the whole piece to mat. Go ahead and trim off the excess from the sides of my background. I don't know why they're bigger. Maybe the paper is not fully 12 by 12, although I am finding that some manufacturers make the paper just slightly larger than 12 inches, and then I'm trimming quite a bit these days, so I like that better than it being shorter. I apologize that I'm working a little bit off camera. I didn't notice that until later in the video. I have a new phone holder and I'm struggling with placement on my space for that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some fun foam on the back of this set of 4 photos that I've already matted. I matted those before I started recording just so that it would already be done and that you didn't have to watch me do that part. This is fun foam from a previous card that I made, I think a year or so ago, and I just saved it because I knew it would be great to put behind photos or to cut down behind embellishments. I also pre-typed my journaling and put those on foam adhesive as well so that they would be ready to go. And I'm just going to lay them out here to try to see if I can get the placement the way I want it. Victoria's journaling goes all the way across her inner mat, and I didn't do it that way. In the end, I wished I had paid more attention and made my strips longer, but I like how my layout turned out, so it works out in the end. Victoria has a square element for her title. I think she also used a chipboard frame, and I'm going to be pulling a chipboard frame in on mine as well. But I'm just going to cut down one of the pieces of pattern paper and use the back side of it for my square. I ended up choosing a really old Bow Bunny artesian chipboard frame that I had never even opened the pack. There is not even a date on the back of these chipboard frames, so I'm guessing these frames were probably from 2010, 2012. They're really old. I love frames, and I don't know why I don't think to pull them out more often, so I had quite a bit of fun digging through my chipboard drawer to just see what I had in it. I've chosen a title from Vicki Bouton's Fernwood. This title was probably in my September CKCB kit, and I had put it back into my stash, and I have found that I've been pulling out my Fernwood quite a bit this month and using it anyway, but I mean, it's all good. So I put the word hello on top of a label, and now I'm going to try to play with these little letters. These are simple stories from a collection that was also in my October CKCB kit. It was part of a 6x8 paper pad kit that I had stuck into my actual kit. Now you're going to see that I move these letters around because I end up not liking the placement of them, and good thing that they didn't stick really well because I move them around quite a bit. I was going to put hello, your life in photos, because on the Vicki Bouton Fernwood title phrases, the word photos is available, but it just didn't look good. So I just shortened it and used it this way. If you follow me on Instagram, I had a reel showing the process of me making these floral ephemera pieces. They're from a Pink Fresh Studios stamp, layering stencils, and die set that I use quite often. I made them in several colors, and they're going to show up on this layout. I'm going to layer them kind of like Victoria did with her ephemera pieces that she had on her layout. Like I said, I didn't have any of the matching embellishments for this Felicity Jane collection, so I just pulled in what I already own. I had also pulled out some phrase stickers I love phrase stickers and I tend to collect them and then not use them. So I've been trying to make a point of pulling them out and using them as often as possible. And again, I see that I've moved my layout down off camera, but at least you can kind of see what I'm doing over there. I end up only using some puffy stickers from a Heidi Swap puffy sticker set that I had. I think it was in another kit earlier this year, or maybe I just opened it and played with it. But that's what I end up using for phrases instead of the phrase stickers that I actually pulled. As I finish up putting up the little bitty details on this layout, I want to thank you for stopping by my channel today. I hope that you click on the collaborative playlist below to see everybody else's layouts and see their process, and have a great Sunday afternoon. Bye.